Hey y'all, welcome to Holes I Know, 48 Holes I Know, more specifically. I'll be your vlogger, Don L. Eatman. Um, this was actually started because of the fact that many of my friends in person and virtually have wanted to hear more about my previous career in the adult entertainment industry and my life in general because things do get kind of crazy every now and then. So I figured this was the best time to go ahead and get it started. Got some time, so I'll go ahead and share some experiences with you guys. And this will be the introduction to 48 Holes I Know. I'm going to start with today as being a kind of an overview of my life, and then we'll get into the girls starting with episode number 2. So here we go. My name is Don Eatman. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I'm a Sagittarius. I am 40 something years old. I actually lived in, was educated in the city of Buffalo. I went to some of the best schools in Buffalo. I was bused to different neighborhoods, and I also went to a magnet school from 5th grade to 12th grade. Um, After high school, I did what a lot of people do once they get out of high school, nothing. I didn't know what to do with myself. So I actually took about a year and hung out on the street, did street stuff, drugs, basketball, weed, little petty stuff, um, which was, kind of the thing to do back in the late 80s. After a year of that, I went to school, went to a community college, and then I went to the Army. Um, After I went to the Army, I came back home. I went to Canisius College, which is a Jesuit or Catholic college to some people, in Buffalo. Great school. While I was there, I actually had to go back to the Army to go to Desert Storm. Did that nonsense, and we're not going to talk too much about that because I've got some things going on with the VA as far as that's concerned. But after I came back from there, I re-enrolled back in Canisius, and I pledged Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. Stayed in college for about another 2 years. Then I looked up and realized I was in over my head as far as debt is concerned, and I got out. Once I got out, I got into sales, which was pretty cool, and then I got into collections, which was great for me. So the good thing about collections is it was a skill that taught me how really kind of taught me about how the economy works. I never really understood it. I just know you make money, you spend money, blah blah blah. But collections was good for me as far as that's concerned. So I did collecting for quite some time. I got very very good. A lot of people that are my friends on here know me from collections and don't know about this part of my life. But um, I actually also got myself in some trouble. So I did some federal probation in the late 90s. And once that was finally all over with, I actually moved down to Atlanta, Georgia. And when I moved to Atlanta, my main reason for moving here was to start an escort agency. That sounds crazy, right? I watched all the pimps up, hoes down, and I've been around some pimps, and I even dabbled in it a little bit when I was in Buffalo, but I never really took it seriously until I moved down here. So that's what I did. It took me some time to kind of get into it to kind of find the lay of the land. But once I got into it, I went all the way in, and I met some interesting people along the way. So this was all over 7 years ago. At least the stuff that I'm going to discuss until the last segment on the last girl is up until about 7 years ago. So it's safe under the statute of limitations to discuss these things. In addition, all of the vlogs will be about a different girl. Some are going to be funny, some are going to be sad, some are going to be inspiring, some are going to be crazy, some are going to be heartbreaking, but they'll all be true. So you can um, count on me to give you the absolute truth as far as what happened with my life in that field. So if you can, share this with your friends. Like I said, I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna start turning up tomorrow with girl number 1. people who know me from that lifestyle, I will not be using your regular name. I will be using your stage names that I knew you by at the time, so you don't have to worry about your anonymity being exposed. And also, this will be found on my Facebook. I'm going to create a Facebook page for this probably tonight, but if not, on my regular profile, Don L. Liebman. You can also find me on IG at Don underscore L underscore ATL, and on YouTube at Don Diego 592. So, guys, share, follow, watch, support, subscribe, and we'll get to it. All blogs, or pardon me, all vlogs will be, like I said, between 5 and 7 minutes. So I'm not going to take up too much of your daily time, but I'm going to keep you entertained. I'm going to hopefully teach you some things and inspire you, and teach you to watch out for some things, and maybe give you a better understanding of people that are in your life currently. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll get this thing popping. Later.